This is how Andrine more than doubled her breath hold with just a few exercises and less than 5 minutes of training. This is the first time she's trying out breath hold training. And here we can see how she did on the test we did before we started training. Just by holding as long as she could after taking a deep breath, the way most people would do it if they tried to hold their breath. And without breathing techniques and training, she was able to do 33 seconds, which is pretty normal. Now I will tell you exactly what we did to make her more than double her breath hold in just 5 minutes. But first I will tell you that holding breath underwater together with a trained professional is safe, while holding the breath underwater alone may lead to a shorter life. And I will inform you that hyperventilating or using the Wim Hof breathing technique before a breath hold underwater could cause sudden death, because it lowers the CO2 levels in the body, and it is the CO2 levels that triggers the breathing reflex. And with lower CO2 levels, you may not feel it's necessary to breathe before you black out due to low oxygen levels. And that will cause all sorts of stress for your family and friends. Now that we're done being dramatic, let's show you how to do it safe and correctly. To prepare for this, I told her not to eat right before, as digesting food uses oxygen and a full stomach presses against the diaphragm and lungs. 8 to 16 hours of fasting is ideal for me. She ate about 3 hours before, but that's okay. After the test, she did about 2 minutes of breathing with correct breathing technique before taking 3 deep breaths and holding again. The right technique is breathing in for about 4 seconds and out for about 8 seconds. She was to tighten her lips a bit when she's breathing out, so she needs to use more force to get the air out than breathe in, as breathing harder and longer out than in stimulates the vagus nerve to lower your heart rate. Doing this breathing technique will help you hold your breath longer, but just a repeated breath hold with a couple of minutes break in between will also help you hold your breath longer without any special breathing technique. Before a maximum test, I personally do about 4 to 6 warm-up breath holds with 2 minutes break in between. And with the right breathing technique and a break in between the breath holds, she did 122, which is more than double what she did on the test. We did several more rounds where she improved a bit more, but she did not improve as much as I had expected. And I did not understand why before I got home and looked at the video. We also did a round where she tried to hold her breath against her boyfriend after they had been breathing pure oxygen for 2 minutes. With pure oxygen, people often are able to hold their breath about double what they did with regular air, which is the same as with the world record. It's about double what it is with regular air. But with pure oxygen, she did about the same as she did on her longest hold with normal air, which I thought was a bit strange. But later on when I got home and I saw the video, I saw her mask was leaking a lot. And I asked her if that was uncomfortable. She said yes, and it stressed her a bit. So it all makes sense, because one of the most important things for doing a good long breath hold is being able to not be stressed. You want to try to disconnect and relax as much as possible. So we will try again later on and see how long she will manage when the conditions are ideal. Her boyfriend did awesome, as you will see in the video coming out later this month with him. I hope you liked this video, and check out these other videos with amazing people trying to hold their breath for the first time. Have a nice day!